Most people visiting Morocco keep hearing the same name pop up again and again, Essaouira. Why do surfers, artists, and even expats end up moving here? Because Essaouira feels like a completely different side of Morocco. And the first thing you'll probably notice? Cats. Loads of them. They're everywhere, sleeping in the baskets, wandering through the streets like they own the place. Getting here from Marrakech is actually pretty easy. You can take a bus, join a tour, rent a car, or do what we did and book a private transfer that picks you up right from your yacht. As you leave the busy streets of Marrakech behind, the scenery slowly starts to change. Right in the middle of the Medina, we spotted a tiny cafe with a bright pink tables. The Medina here is smaller than in Marrakech, so you can wander the narrow streets without losing your way. There are little shops everywhere, spices, handmade crafts, souvenirs, and of course, food. Fish stalls line the street with fresh catches of the day. Barracuda, sardines, sea bream, basically whatever fisherman had pulled out of the Atlantic that morning.
Barracuda.
Barracuda. Bread is everywhere in Morocco. Big stacks of fresh loaf sits in almost every corner because bread comes with pretty much every meal. Not far from there, we pass the meat stalls. Something that surprises a lot of visitors is that the meat isn't kept in refrigerators, but here it sells quickly, and locals actually prefer to see the meat fresh instead of hidden away. But the most exciting part of the Medina might actually be the seafood grills. Here is how it works. You pick fresh fish or seafood from the market, then take it to one of the nearby grills where they cook it for you on the spot. Simple, fresh, and honestly one of the best meals you can have in Morocco. If you're wondering about the price, a full seafood meal usually costs around 100 Moroccan dirhams, which is roughly $10. And this is where Essaouira really starts to feel different. The beach here is huge, wide open, and the Atlantic wind never really stops blowing. That is why the city is famous for kite surfing and windsurfing, and it's also common to see horses running along the sand. Then we reach the harbour. Right next to the boat, fishermen were selling sea urchins. Locals love them. They open them right there and eat them raw. One fisherman showed us a simple trick to check if an oyster is fresh. When you open it, if the seawater is still inside, that means it was caught very recently. If you're visiting Marrakech, this little coastal town might end up being one of your favorite stops in Morocco. Before I end up here, if you have a sweet tooth, you are in the right place.
I'm surprised things like that. I'm going to steal one of yours.
That was my day trip to Essaouira. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode of my Morocco series. Bye!